The International Newsnet World Report is a national television news show available in more than 30 million homes. We broadcast daily real news the networks won't tell you. We are solely viewer-supported. That means you. You can donate at our website, inenworldreport.net. We hope you find the following interview informative and helpful.
We're joined on the phone by Aaron Russo. Aaron is the creator of America, Freedom to Fascism. Welcome to INN, Aaron.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us a little about the movie. After people see the movie, what kind of opinion will they come away with?
Well, it's interesting because the movie is really kind of a movie that messes with your belief systems. You know, things you've been taught your whole life that you believed were true, you find out they're really not true. And so a lot of people come out of the theater and they're like, this can't be, but yet I saw all the facts of it, so I know it's true, but I'm just having so much trouble digesting it, you know. One woman came out crying because she couldn't believe the country has come to this. Other people come out, oh my God, thank you, Mr. Russo, you know, you belong in heaven for what you've done, for waking the country up to what the truth is. And the truth is that as much as they'll deny it and ridicule me for it, there is no law that requires Americans to file a 1040 or to pay a tax on their labor. And the reason why there's no law is the Supreme Court made that decision 8 different times. After the 16th Amendment in 1913, which allowed a tax on your labor, even though it wasn't really ratified, but let's say it was, the Supreme Court came out 3 years later and said, sorry, the 16th Amendment did not give the government that authority, that power, and you cannot tax the labor of the people. You see the IRS commissioner in the movie when he says the 16th Amendment authorized the tax on your labor. I asked him, well, what about all the Supreme Court decisions that say otherwise? And he looked at me, and he didn't know what to say, and he ended up saying, and this is on the film, Supreme Court decisions do not apply to the IRS. As if they were higher than the law itself.
What about the erosion of civil liberties? Are topics, many people are very concerned with this. Are these topics also covered in the film?
Yeah, the topics, well, also don't forget, the IRS puts people in jail for not breaking, for something there's no law against. So that's the erosion of civil liberties. There are many more instances of civil liberties being eroded, like the National ID card, which becomes law in May 2008, and which says in the law it has to have a readable device in it. And that readable device is going to be the RFID chip, the radio frequency identification chip. We deal with that very strongly in the movie. We deal with the RFID chip being implanted in people, which is happening now.
Well, right now it's being implanted in animals for their own good. We, on INN, covered stories of where families had RFID chips planted in their children under their skin so that they would not be lost. This somehow contradicts to civil liberties, unfortunately.
Well, it's also being implanted in human beings who work for companies who say you can't work here without the chip in it.
Where is that happening?
I think it's Digital Solutions is the company that does that.
I don't think I'll apply for a job there.
Yeah, I think there's a few companies that are doing that. And the fact is that the loss of civil liberties is the Federal Reserve System, creating fiat currency out of thin air, destroying the value of the money so that every day everything costs more. I mean, if you look at a dollar from when it started to today, it's actually worth about 4 cents. All the gold that was in Fort Knox, these bankers have taken as collateral for the paper they print out of thin air. Come on, where's all the gold that was in Fort Knox that belongs to the people? You know, what about the Patriot Act? We deal with the Patriot Act in the movie. We deal with so many issues, but I think the biggest issue is the fact that the new world, the globalism is becoming, you know, for real. All the central banks of the world control their governments, like the Bundesbank in Germany is a private bank, the Bank of England is a private bank, the Bank of Japan is a private bank, the Federal Reserve is a private bank, and all these banks work together to control the people. And so what's happening is you're losing your civil liberties. I mean, the Supreme Court, we discussed this in the movie, said that the government can now take your house and give it to somebody else because they'll get more taxes for it. The Supreme Court just said the government doesn't have to knock at your door. They can come bust your door down if they want to talk to you. You know, I mean, what's going on in America?
So you're talking about basically the fundamental change that a lot of Americans have felt, but you've been able to capture this in a movie. What kind of response has the movie gotten? Some people have seen it, the previews of it, the advanced copies. What kind of criticism, what kind of praise is the movie getting?
Well, the audiences, we've had screenings in 25 cities, just a one-night screening, and we've had standing ovations everywhere. I mean, everywhere. The audiences love the movie. There are a number of critics who don't like the movie, and a number of critics who love the movie. And the ones who don't like it, they don't like my point of view and the facts about the IRS. Oh, you need taxes. They don't look at the real issue. They just don't like what I'm talking about because they don't like where I'm coming from. You know, because I believe in the Constitution and individual freedom. I don't believe institutions should be telling people how to live their lives. And so a few of the reviewers have attacked me on the income tax issue. Well, you know, because they believe that, you know, without the income tax, the country's going to fall apart, which is ridiculous. You know, the government has the ability to make money, whatever money it needs. The government has the ability to tax many different ways, like the way we build our roads. We build our roads through gasoline tax, not through income tax. You know, we build schools through property taxes, local property taxes. I mean, all the money the government needs is handleable. What your tax dollars go for is for interest on the debt to the bankers.
Are these the same people that loan us money to start wars?
You got it.
Thanks, Aaron.
There we go, buddy.
Aaron Russo. Aaron Russo, America, Freedom to Fascism, a fascinating film. We're encouraging our viewers to keep their eye out for, coming to a theater near you, and hopefully fascism isn't coming to a town near you.
And go to the website, www.freedomtofascism.com.
Aaron Russo, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.